Hello everyone! Welcome to my brand new channel. Let's get this party started. So now, if you've been on YouTube lately, you've probably seen people taking on this 75 hard, medium soft challenge. Or as I like to call it, how to make your life mildly more chaotic but potentially productive in 6 months. So today, I'm diving into my own spin on this idea, author style. So let's talk about the why, the how, and how I plan to finally achieve a goal that's been chasing me since my teenage years. Also, for your entertainment, enjoy the sticker puzzle while we chat. So let's get real for a second. I've been feeling some type of way lately. Maybe it's the looming weight of my mid-30s creeping up on me, the somewhat impending doom that I think everybody is feeling, or it might be the fact that I finally achieved a huge goal, earning my bachelor's degree. Go me. But once I finished my degree, I felt like I was kind of spinning in the wind, going, what is next? That's when this idea hit me. What's another major goal I've had since forever? Writing and publishing a book. Specifically, a YA fantasy supernatural series that's been floating around in my brain since the days of teen angst and my obsession with the supernatural series. So this challenge, it's a way for me to hold myself accountable, track my progress, and finally commit to making it happen. 1 book, 6 months, initiate panic mode. So here's kind of what I'm aiming at for this 6-month journey. I have 2 series ideas. Both of them are about probably 3 to 5 books. And I need to kind of focus my goals here. So I'm going to pick one of the series ideas. I'm going to complete an entire outline for the entire series. And drumroll please, at the end of all this, I will have a fully completed book that's ready to be published. So I'm going to be breaking this down because let's be honest, unless I figure out a way to write in my sleep, I need realistic goals. So what I'm going to do is, even though this is going to be a 6-month challenge, I am breaking it into 2 separate parts. At the 3-month mark, I will be basically ending the first part of this challenge, reevaluating my goals, and potentially setting myself some new ones, because if I get more done than I anticipate, then not only is that a bonus, but that means I can potentially complete maybe both series in this 6 months. Or maybe have a couple of books ready to be published by the end of it. I'm not going to commit to that because I want to be realistic in the goals I set. But if I do, man, won't that be one heck of a bonus? So let's kind of talk a little bit about the rules, quote unquote, of this challenge. So if you've seen other YouTubers' versions of this 75-day hard, soft, and medium challenge, you kind of already have a generalized idea that they tend to focus on either one specific goal, health, wellness, reading, stuff like that. So the other piece to that is, for some people who are doing the hard and medium part of this challenge, they have to start the clock all over when they mess up. And I'm not going to be doing that, because frankly, if I did, this challenge would never end. And I really want to have a dedicated end date to actually know where I'm at and how long the process took. Now, I do have other goals outside of writing a novel that I am including in this challenge. So I'm going to go over my 5 core goals I will insert a time code here if you want to skip to the more art, craft, writing, reading goals and kind of gloss over the health and wellness stuff. So, goal 1, work out 45 minutes a day. I am going to look to split that between half cardio on like my exercise bike or walking, and then half of that will be some type of weights, yoga, exercise. Goal 2 is to drink 2 40-ounce bottles a day, so a total of 80 ounces of water. I already carry a 40-ounce bottle every day overall, so I feel like this would actually be a pretty easy goal for me. Basically, my water bottles at this point have become an emotional support item. So I included this because I wanted to make sure I am actually tracking my water intake as part of my health and wellness goals. And number 3, eat healthier, but also be more mindful of what I'm eating. I feel like I tend to just grab whatever's handy or not really put any effort into my meals. And I mean, that's, I've been extremely busy completing my bachelor's degree, and I've kind of gotten out of the habit of actually making food versus buying frozen dinners or, kind of grabbing the most convenient item to eat. All right, now we're going to switch into the more creative goals. So goal 4 is to read or listen to 10 pages of a book every day. I tend to get sucked into books, so I feel like I will end up doing more than 10 pages, but I am setting kind of a minimum. I set my Goodreads goal to 50 books for this year. I feel like that is attainable in the 6-month time period. But we will see. And then 5 is to write for a solid 1 to 2 hour sprint every single day. This is so that way I have dedicated time to work towards like my novel and ensuring that I'm actually setting aside time to complete it. And kind of going along with that is what I might try to do is at least once a week convert that writing goal to just a crafting goal. Just something for myself, 1 to 2 hours, maybe on a weekend, or maybe it's a weekend goal. I'm not entirely sure. This is the one goal that I haven't really fleshed out yet, of just getting back into doing creative pursuits and kind of working on this channel. Like, that is one of the kind of creative pursuits I'm lumping into that. So kind of broadening my skills about video editing and creating content and managing social media. So all that being said, are these goals hard? Maybe not for everyone, but I also have a full-time job, 2 kids, and a frankly chaotic and creative brain. So for me, dedicating this specific time to actually work on specific things and finding that time, it is going to be a challenge, which is why I am doing it. All right, and kind of to go along with the challenge part of this is I'm actually going to be doing all of this under a pen name. Why? Because frankly, I want to keep my creative self and my adult professional self slightly separated. I have a full-time career. I have certifications and things that are tagged along in my name that I prefer to keep separate from like the social media and the creative content. So if you know me in real life, no, I am not trying to go full secret agent, but let's just keep things friendly. And please don't drop my legal name everywhere. Okay, thanks. I also kind of wanted to make sure that if I'm building something, especially to try to publish a novel, I wanted to ensure that I was building it under who's going to actually publish the novel. And for me, I've made the decision to do a pen name. All right. So now let's get into kind of what to expect from this channel. So I kind of have a few ideas. One of them obviously is going to be challenge check-ins. I'm going to try to make those weekly. I would like to include some more comprehensive writing vlogs, both covering not just the writing process and what my status is, but also like how to plot, how I'm setting up myself up for success with like OneNote and Microsoft Word and Scrivener and the kind of tools I've picked to help write this novel. Also, there's probably gonna be just some rambling, most likely caffeine fueled, of whatever topics you guys honestly throw in the chat. Like, I am absolutely open to whatever you guys want to see. I will aim to try to make it work. I'd probably also do some like book reviews over the books I end up reading or listening to. And then frankly, anything else I feel like sharing on here. I really want this to be a space where you can follow along on my journey and potentially even do your own version of this challenge. You know, whether it's writing, fitness, crafting, building a brand, or just drinking more water. I really want everyone to join me. So if you've made it this far, you are frankly amazing, and I really appreciate you. Seriously. This is a wild leap for me. I have never put myself out here before like this, and frankly have mostly lived in the shadows of social media. So putting my voice, my work, probably my innermost thoughts, frankly, is very terrifying and almost in of itself is a challenge. So I'm nervous, I'm excited, and also, frankly, I am under-caffeinated currently. But I'm going to be jumping in with both feet, and I'm going to be bringing everyone along for the ride. So, if you like this, if you like watching new content and want to see someone likely struggle with the challenges that they have set themselves and potentially chaotic caffeine-induced ramblings, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment if you're doing your own challenge, writing a book, or just kind of vibing. So let's do this together. See everyone in the next video.